Right, how y'all doing? We're now off to the Hooman Vet. So, professional opinion, I'm still alive. Surprise! No, actually, genuinely all right. Going to the docs. It's a doctor's appointment at the end of the day. My appointment wasn't accessible, visible through the normal entry system at the doctor's, so I had to talk to the physical gate guardian, but she was kind and let me in, so thank you, gate guardian secretary lady. And then brief wait, I saw the doctor, and I'd never seen this doctor before. Nice enough chap. Went through, I forgot pretty much everything that I had to say to him, but for some of the main stuff that the appointment was booked for, went through it. I've been given a few options, and if things don't start to get better within 2-3 weeks, month tops, go back in, revise, or even if things are going back in or getting better, go in, revise. If no improvement or getting worse, a hospital trip is required. It was said though, no craft knives, no super glue, no soldering irons, no fishing line, none of that. So no self-repair. I mean, I'm clearly not a medical professional, but I've been to hospital loads of times. I know all this stuff right now, right? Fucking gorgeous. Hey, excuse me. What about me? I may not be dead, but this lot definitely is. That food was fantastic. Quite a reward, I suppose, for going to the doctors. It was nice. It was really nice. But I had to rush it a bit because we had games night. And games night was really cool though, because we actually finally beat the first boss in Demio. It's not the first time that I've beaten the first boss in Demio, because I've done it with Divine. Who else have I done the first boss with? I've done it a few times with a few people, but this is the first time that Ran Nerds did it, when me, Ram, and Zaber did it, and that was just top notch. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I really do recommend Demio for folks. It's like, originally I would have said one of my top games in VR. I'm now saying it's also one of my top games in desktop. And you can get it on PC for VR or desktop for between 10 and 25 quid. It's totally worth it. Tabletop board game style thing in VR or on desktop, where you move little pieces around a board, fight monsters, gather gold, gather cards, find a key, escape the dungeon, go down a floor, rinse and repeat until you get down to floor 3, which is a boss fight. And so that's neat. And I've spent a bit of time talking to Zaber, and we've said we're going to play Phantasy Star Online New Genesis, which came out a few years ago, but I'm a huge Phantasy Star Online fan. Zaber had played Phantasy Star Online back in the day, and we played Phantasy Star Online 2 on the Japanese servers way back in like 2011, 2012, whenever it was, back when we all first started talking. Which is funny, actually, because Van came into our Demio stream today. Van, me, Zaber, Jet, basically everyone that I talk to now, we all got together back in the day in that game. But none of us got back together for the English release, which came out like going on 10 years later. We're gonna jump in. They re-released the whole game in English. Then they did an expansion or a rebuild, I guess, for New Genesis or whatever it's called. But none of us actually played it. We're going to get in script. And the fact that Van keeps turning up, I wonder if we can get Van into it. But That's neither here nor there. I'm a bit scatty because I'm really tired at the moment, and I've been having massive coughing fits. I've got a massive headache where every time I keep coughing, I'm lurching and all that. But yeah, Fancy Star, Demio, great. Games night, fun. Talking to Zaber, neat. Got to have another catch-up call at some point. Two last things. One, the doctor's thing. As far as health is concerned, I wasn't gifted a good body. Okay? Not terrible, but not great. And I'm like, I can't really get any worse. I've already had a pretty shit hand, right? But things are still getting worse. So, like, how much more stuff do I have to put up with before, But then that said, because I've never had that high peak of normality, like normal people start here, I started down here somewhere. Normal people. When someone who's never had the sickness and all that drops down to the sickness level, they kind of crumble because they don't know how to cope. Whereas someone who was born sick tends to have a few more coping mechanisms in place. I have those coping mechanisms in place, but fuck, man, I wasn't expecting things to keep going wrong. Like, give me a break, man. I mean, I've already gone bald with stress. I've got to manage stuff. I'm getting old. And I'm tired and I'm falling apart, and it's not like I exactly looked after myself beyond what I needed to do to keep on walking and keep on breathing. So, but the last one, it's Dewald's birthday today. Congratulations for making it through another year, you fuck. And I guess almost congratulations for, he's going for a mortgage. Congratulations. Was he got told yesterday? Up the day before that. Happy pre-birthday mortgage thing, mate. But I'm dragging this on. I didn't explain that health bit very well at all. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I think to myself, I could have been one of those people that drank a hardcore amount, smoked a lot, did all sorts of crazy. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't an angel, but I think to myself, there are so many people out there who did loads of stuff and had no consequences for it. And I basically breathe and I get kicked for it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Though I would like these chest pains to go, the headaches to go, and a plethora of other issues to go, but that'd just be selfish, wouldn't that be? Me being greedy, I'm asking for too much. Just be happy that you're breathing, be happy you're alive, and I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. Could always be worse, man. Could always be worse.